Hello and welcome to the part 1 of our latest video. We'll be taking a closer look at some of the most famous celebrities and their beloved pets. From cats and dogs to more exotic animals, many stars have shown a deep affection for their furry friends over the years. In this video, we'll be exploring the fascinating stories behind these celebrity pets, and how they have become an important part of their owners' lives. So sit back, relax, and join us as we delve into the wonderful world of celebrity pets. Tippi Hedron's lions. Actor, animal rights activist, and fashion model, Tippi Hedron loves cats, the big ones. While shooting a movie in Africa, Tippi spent time with a lion and enjoyed it so much so decided to buy one of her own. She named him Neil, who lived peacefully with the family for many years. As you may have guessed, captive wild animals don't make good pets as they grow into adults, and due to the complaints of the neighbors and even after a few scratches and bites here and there, Tippi decided that animals like these should not be kept as pets. Therefore she founded the Shamble Preserve in 1983, a sanctuary to protect wild animals from abuse or neglect. Ice-T Shark. Tracy Lauren Merrow, better known by his stage name Ice-T, is an American rapper, songwriter, actor, and producer. Ice-T has always fascinated by sharks. One time, after taking a trip to the Bahamas during which they swam with sharks, the famed rapper and his wife Coco fell in love with the creatures. The couple kept several pet sharks in a huge aquarium in their home, 8 by 3 feet in size. A long-kept secret, he shared in a recent interview with All Hip Hop, "I've always tried to have a spa-like environment. You spend money and go on vacations to have that tranquility, so I try to make it in my house, when the dogs aren't barking and my daughter Chanel's not going crazy." Tracy Morgan's Octopus. The comedian Tracy Morgan is known for his outlandish sensibilities, caricatured by his character Tracy Jordan on the NBC show 30 Rock. Given his obvious penchant for the odd, perhaps it's no surprise that he's opted to own a pet octopus. When Tracy Morgan appeared on the Animal Planet show Tanked in 2013, he needed help with an important transition. Morgan's giant Pacific octopus, named Wyatt, was outgrowing her aquarium and needed a new home. Opting for a customized version inspired by the movie Jaws, Morgan ended up spending $400,000 on Wyatt's new abode, which requires around 2,700 gallons of water to fill. Morgan encouraged the designers of the new octopus enclosure to consider what might make the animal happy. Mike Tyson's tiger. The boxing legend owns 3 Royal Bengal tigers, 2 of which were white female Bengal tigers named Kenya and Storm, and the other one, a golden-colored male named Boris. He kept them in his home when they were still cubs. One of these tigers also made a cameo in the 2009 movie The Hangover. Owning pets as exotic as these don't really come cheap though, as it was said that it cost roughly $4,000 to $5,000 for maintenance of these tigers. But he had to get rid of the tigers he kept for 16 years. He said to his interviews that one tiger ripped somebody's arm off. He spent $250,000 for what his pet did to poor woman's hand. Another incident happened when one of the 3 Bengal tigers tried to eat the dog of a neighbor. Leonardo DiCaprio's African tortoise. While it only cost him $400, wildlife conservationist Leonardo DiCaprio has brought an African spurred tortoise to keep him company. The exotic pet was 10-year-old when Leo brought him and is said to be able to live up to 80 years and ultimately weigh nearly 200 pounds. Leonardo purchased the tortoise from a trade show he attended in Anaheim, California. Kirstie Alley's lemurs. Kirstie Alley starred as the lead in the sitcom Veronica's Closet for 1997 to 2000, and she loves exotic pets, as she owns quite a few lemurs, 14 of them. The lemurs that she has have been around for 30 years. Lemurs have a lifespan of 40 years, but with the care she gives these pets, they might live even longer. It costs around $40,000 to $50,000 a year with 2 people to take care of them full time. She recently told People magazine, "I started out having lemurs because they are a great animal, and I was very interested in conservation in Madagascar, where they are from, and saving rainforests and forests. It's actually really easy in Los Angeles because the climate is almost identical. And then I just fell in love with them." Vanilla Ice's kangaroo. Rob Van Winkle, aka Vanilla Ice, loves exotic pets, especially his kangaroo that stayed with him since 2004. Technically a Wallaroo, a cross between a wallaby and a kangaroo, was named Bucky Buckaroo and became infamous for escaping. Rob said he had it for 14 years, and as a baby, it used to hop around the house in a diaper, playing with his kids until he eventually got too big. Once he reached 5 feet in height, he went to live on a farm. Salma Hayek's owl. Salma Hayek's pet southern white-faced owl, Caring, was originally a Valentine's gift to her husband 2 years ago. Before she decided upon the bird as a gift, Hayek saw an ad discussing rescue owls and did a bit of research, responsibly learning what kind of care they require. Since having the owl, Hayek shares they've become very close, with the bird even sleeping with her when her husband goes out of town. One day Harry Styles was on her house. Karen climbed on the singer's head and vomited out a ball of rat hair. Paris Hilton's Kinkajou. Although it did bite her, Paris Hilton refused to allow veterinarians to euthanize her pet Kinkajou, whom she named Baby Love, in order to find out if it had rabies. The heiress was not badly hurt but did visit a hospital emergency room to receive a tetanus shot. Slash's snakes. Another snake fan, Guns N' Roses lead guitarist Slash has also kept numerous snakes, reptiles, and exotic animals as pets. Slash's menagerie has included such creatures as boa constrictors. One named Pandora was featured in the band's 1989 music video for the song Patience. He also has anacondas, a Burmese python, a chameleon, a mountain lion, and a rat. In addition to enjoying exotic animals as pets, Slash also supports zoos, wildlife, and environmental protection efforts worldwide. An iconic snake-loving guitarist has given up his 80 snake collection on 2006. Kristen Stewart's wolf hybrids. Kristen Stewart has 4 wolf-dog hybrids named Lily, Jack, Tommy, and Lola, who are kept on her mother's land in California. A wolf dog is a hybrid between, well, a wolf and a dog, also the oldest male among many wolf and dog hybrids, and only legal in a few states in the USA. While legally owned, Kristen Stewart's mother, Jules Stewart, has been engaged in a battle with her neighbor, who accused her of owning wolves. Today, Stewart confirmed that her dogs are actually wolf hybrids. Stewart filed a restraining order against her neighbor, after a dispute in 2013. Josephine Baker's Cheetah. For those of you who don't know who she is, Josephine Baker is one of the icons of the jazz age back in the 20s. France also became her second home and there, she was called La Baker. Apart from her successful career, her personal life is quite unusual, especially with her choice of travel companion or pet. She owned a cheetah in which she named Chiquita, who was originally just part of her act during a show. However, Josephine had grown attached to her and eventually took her in, even riding in her car and sleeping with her on her bed. Audrey Hepburn's deer. Another Hollywood icon with another unusual pet, Audrey Hepburn, which seemed to suit her so well too. Mel Ferrer, her then husband, advised her to take home one of the fawns, young deer, in order for her to get accustomed to it. It was when they will be starting production for the film Green Mansions and Audrey was going to be filming with some fawns. It wasn't long before they had grown so attached to each other that Audrey would sometimes take Pippin out grocery shopping. And that concludes our part 1 video. Please stay tuned for part 2. I'll be showing you the more interesting celebrities with their bizarre pets. Click the like button and subscribe to my channel.